Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Jackie and welcome to my channel, Leisure Reads. 2019 is almost here, and that means today we are doing the end of the year book tag 2018 edition. This tag was originally created by Ariel Basset. I will leave a link to her original video in the description below, and I personally was tagged by Cassie at Cassie's Book Corner, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description as well. It only has 6 questions, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Question number 1. Are there any books that you have started this year and still have not finished? And of course the answer to that is yes. The first book I started back in, I believe in October, and I have not completed that yet, which is crazy because it is a very simple graphic novel. I just put it down and never picked it back up, and that is V for Vendetta by Alan Moore. This book is really interesting. My husband recommended it to me, and he is the one who keeps reminding me that I need to finish it. I just have not picked it up and finished it yet, so hopefully I'll get it. The next book that I started this year and have not finished yet is called Beast's Heart. I do not remember who the author is, so I will leave a picture of that up above. I started this as an ebook, and I was reading it at work when I didn't have my physical book with me. Eventually, I just forgot about it and started reading my physical book again, so I have yet to get around to finishing this book as well. And the final book on this list, I am pretty positive I'm going to finish by the end of the year, but that is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I am over 50% of the way done with this book. It is my current read, the one that I am actively trying to finish. It is a very simple read. I just haven't picked it up because of all of the craziness from the holiday season. So it's been a few days since I've read this book, but like I said, it's a very, very simple read. I will breeze through it. I just have to be able to sit down and read it for more than 10 minutes at a time. Question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book? No. And it's already winter, so yeah. No autumnal book this year. Question number 3. Is there a release that you are still waiting for? There are no more releases that are currently on my radar for the rest of this year, which is only a few days, but I am very excited for some of the releases in January of 2019, so I will go ahead and share those with you in their place. The first book that I am very excited for in 2019 is In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire. This is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series. It follows a main character who ends up in the Goblin Market. I do not know much more than that. I know Rachel from Rachel Marie Book Junkie is completely blown away by the 4th book, In an Absent Dream, so I'm super excited to finally be able to get my hands on it in January. The next book is probably one of my most anticipated books coming out in 2019, and it's released in January. I am super excited to read it, and I already have it on request from my library. That is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. This book follows Nikolai, who is present in the Grisha trilogy that I am currently reading, and he is absolutely 100% my favorite character. He is so sassy, has so much attitude and spark. I just love him. Every time he comes on the page, I'm laughing and smiling. So I'm really excited to see what Leigh Bardugo has been able to do with Nikolai, considering her writing style has improved so much from the Grisha trilogy to now. I cannot wait to read this book, and I am super, super excited for it. Question number 4. What are 3 books you would like to finish before the end of the year? So 2 of these books I have already mentioned, as I have started them this year and have not finished them yet, and the first one is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I am pretty positive I am going to be able to finish this by the end of the year. I do not have much longer on it, so hopefully I'll be able to carve out some time either tonight or tomorrow night and just be able to sit down and finish this book up. The second book that I really hope to finish before the end of the year is V for Vendetta by Alan Moore. I think I'm going to restart this graphic novel because I completely blanked on all of the characters in this book, except for the main character, V, and the girl that he saves, Evie. Other than that, I am a blank slate with this book. So I think I'm going to restart it. It is a graphic novel, so it should not take me very long to get through it. Hopefully, if I pick it up this weekend, I will be able to finish it. The final book that I would like to finish this year is actually an audiobook I am listening to at work that I started today, and that is The Rescue by Nicholas Sparks. This is a type of book that I have not read in a very, very long time, and recently in this last month I've been hit by this urge to read romance books. I am a hopeless romantic. My husband knows that. All of my close friends know that. And I absolutely loved Nicholas Sparks when I was in high school. I read a ton of his books, but I have not picked up a book of his since. So I am really intrigued to read more of his books. I started this audiobook. I am enjoying it. It's not my favorite. It's not very deep. It's very predictable, very Nicholas Sparks. But hopefully I'll be able to finish that probably by the end of this week. Question number 5. Is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Maybe? Probably not. Could it be Ruin and Rising? I doubt it. I would absolutely love it to be the book that came from behind and just win me over. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm pretty positive that won't happen. But I will hold out hope until the very end that it will become one of my favorite books. I just don't see it happening. Other than that, I know Nicholas Sparks books tend to have a twist at the end of them that usually is very powerful and sweet and sometimes will stay with me for years to come, like Safe Haven or The Best of Me. Those I absolutely adored. So there is a chance that The Rescue by Nicholas Sparks will still shock me and become my favorite book, but I do not think it will top the other books I've read this year, including Crooked Kingdom and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't see either of these books beating those, so I'm going to have to go with no. Question number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for 2019? Yes, I have. I haven't made a ton of plans as I'm not a planner when it comes to reading. I very much just pick up whatever I feel like reading in the moment. I do have a couple read-alongs that I'm going to be participating in, such as the Hunger Along, the Catch-Up Book Club Game of Thrones read-along, and I have some planned videos that require me to read specific books. So I do have a very loose idea of some of the books I will be reading in the front half of the year. Other than that, it is a free-for-all. I just pick up whatever I feel like reading whenever I feel like reading it, which is fantastic, but also sucks sometimes. That is all I have for you guys today. I look forward to seeing you in 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter. The links are in the description below. I hope to see you guys again soon, and in the meantime, make it a great day. Bye!